today's live stream from the Philippines, and we're live in the aftermath of Typhoon Tino. Very similar to my wife's name, but I think the typhoon is in a worse mood than she is sometimes. No, I'm joking, of course. So I'm just waiting for a few people to join. We've got 0 people at the moment, but hopefully this will be recommended to people, and we'll get a few people in. And if you are joining this live stream, then leave a comment and tell us where you're watching from. Here in Guimaras, we're actually still without electricity, and word on the street is when you're out and about and you're talking with your neighbours, they call it Marites here, but they said the word on the street is that the electricity, we might be without electricity until Friday. Can you believe it? So that's maybe 2 more days. And so we have a working generator here, and we're not charging it, we're not using it all day, but actually tonight people have started coming to the house and have requested for us to charge their devices, and they'll pay us like 20 pesos, that kind of thing, for charging. And then that gives us the ability to go and buy more gasoline for the generator. So it's an interesting system that we've got. And I think there's one person who's joined already. Let's see. I can't see. If you're watching this live stream, leave a comment and tell us where you're watching from. And let's talk about the aftermath of Typhoon Tino. So actually, if you haven't seen the previous live stream, I'm pretty tired, guys. Actually, didn't sleep very well last night. But if you haven't seen the previous live stream, we were evacuated to the church on Monday. We evacuated to the church, and we stayed there Monday night and Tuesday night. And we're actually back in our house after the typhoon. And actually, thankfully, we didn't experience any flooding. You know, there was no flooding that came into our house at all. In fact, there was no flooding in our village. And the crazy thing is that there was a storm surge of 2 or 3 meters that was forecast for Guimaras, and that storm surge actually took place. But really, the interesting thing was that when you observed the sea, so we went down during a lull in the storm. We went down to the coast yesterday, just down the hill from our church into the village, and we observed the sea. And even though the sea was high, it was maybe 2 to 3 meters higher, it wasn't coming onto the road, it wasn't flowing into the village, but the wind. So to put it into context, we are facing Negros Island. The typhoon was coming across from Negros Island, so it was blowing this way towards us, and the sea was coming this way, obviously, but the wind was blowing the sea backwards. So even though the typhoon was coming this way, the wind was blowing that way. So in my own opinion, we experienced a bit of a minor miracle, if you like, because I'm conscious that there's other people in the Philippines who have suffered quite badly during this typhoon. I think of Cebu, and I think of Negros as well. People have experienced quite bad flooding. Quite a lot of people have died as well. But for us in Guimaras, the typhoon passed directly over San Lorenzo, which is where we live. But here, we didn't experience any flooding. We experienced heavy rain, we experienced very strong wind, and we experienced high tide. But thankfully, there was no flooding. And I can see that 6 people are watching. So if you're watching this live stream, leave a comment below. Let's interact with each other and see who's watching, and we'll see where you're watching from. Oh, well, when I said 6 people were watching, it's now down to 3 people. So maybe those other 3 people don't want to listen to me, but that's okay. So. But yeah, I'd like to see some comments from people and some questions even about our experience of the typhoon, because that's what live streams are all about. So that's what we're looking for. So yeah, leave a comment, leave a question, about the experience of the typhoon. You don't get embarrassed by your forehead. Well, there's nothing to be embarrassed about. Personally, I don't think. But that's not related to the typhoon. I guess I could say that it gets a bit windy, but look at my lovely forehead. You know, you've got the a nice receding hairline there. So no, I don't get embarrassed about it at all. No. Do you get embarrassed about making comments about people's heads at all? Dino dude. No response. Ah, well, that's okay. Anyway, that's not related to the typhoon experience. You look goof. I hope that's a typo and you mean that I look good. Did you spell that incorrectly, or do I look goofy or do I look good? Tell me. I'm a bit concerned about that, you know. Ah, handsome. Ah, thank you. My wife thinks so too. Oh, Ron's life journey message retracted. Sorry. No, that's okay. Maxie said hi. Hello. So if anyone's watching, tell me where you're watching from. And if you're where's your wife? Well, actually, she's outside cooking. She's cooking fish. Hello, everyone. Dino dude, where's your wife? Yeah, we already answered that one. So we've got 3 people. We've got Anne Catherine Abelina says hi. Hello, Anne. So guys, leave a comment and tell me where you're watching from. Are some of you watching from the Philippines? Have you been hit by the... did you also experience this typhoon, or are you further north? Or tell us where you're watching from, because here in Guimaras we're still without electricity. So we've got a working generator at the moment, and we're using that at different times of the day. So we've got it on tonight for cooking and for having some light as well. But it's actually quite challenging when you don't have electricity. Your school got flooded, right? And where is that? Is that in Negros or is that in Cebu? Where's your school located, Anne? Dino dude, you're in Arizona. Nice, nice. What time's it in Arizona? Just wait a few more comments to come in. But Sacred Heart School, Cebu. Sorry to hear that. I guess that gives you some time off. You don't get. Dino dude says you don't get to go to school. Yeah, but.
We can charge them 20 pesos for device.
Yeah, I'm on a live stream here. No. Do you want to say hello? No? Just. Aye. Yeah, you don't have school. Well, I'm sure you'll get that cleared up quite quickly. I've noticed that in the Philippines they are quite quick at getting things back to normal because they're so used to typhoons here. Even in our village, obviously we didn't get flooded, but it was just interesting to see that this morning. I'm in the middle of talking to the live stream. Give me a moment. I've lost my train of thought now, guys. So, what was I saying? Where's your baby? He's here with my wife. Yeah, we don't have school. Yeah. Anyway, this morning, so what was I saying about the change in the attitude of the Filipinos is that they get on very quickly, and they get on with changing things very quickly and getting things back to normal very quickly. Like, for example, I was when I came out of the church this morning after we were returning to our house, I was driving through the village and just people were quickly sweeping the roads up, clearing up all the debris, and it's pretty much back to normal here. Do you plan on moving back to the UK in the future? At some point it would be nice to move back to the UK in the future, yeah, but you know, it's really expensive there now, and moving back to the UK would be kind of like going back. I would experience reverse culture shock because I've become so used to the Philippines now. Like I visited the UK last year for a few weeks, and I remember how, this is going to sound strange, but I remember how quiet it was, how there was no noise compared to the Philippines, and it was just a crazy experience. But yeah, we would like to get to the UK at some point because it's just, well, it's nice to get there, but the problem is that the visas, the government don't make visas easy for Filipinos, even if they're married to foreigners. So there's that challenge inside of it, and it's quite frustrating because, you know, like my wife hasn't exactly properly met my family yet either, and she would love to, you know. So it's the problem with the government that's in charge basically, and the government before that as well. They're both pretty bad. Okay, you're gonna eat now. Okay, enjoy your food, Dino dude. Enjoy your food. And you don't work? Yeah, I have remote work. So I have a remote job which keeps the bills afloat, keeps the money coming in, just small enough to survive here in the Philippines though, so that's good. Yeah, Jack says, yeah, I agree, I'm from UK also, living in the Philippines for 2 years now, feels like a better life here for me. Yeah, I mean, I think you're right, and I see two sides of the coin with living in the Philippines. So like, it is a better life in some aspects, but then there's other aspects which aren't so good. Like, for example, living through this typhoon, like, don't get me wrong, you get a nice community experience of people rallying together, but it's not something you want to go through every other week or so. So where I'm from in the UK, nothing ever really happens. It's pretty safe and secure, whereas here you never know what to experience. You can get brownouts, outages basically, and actually I think I said earlier in the live stream that we're without electricity for possibly the next 3 days because the company is hard at work trying to fix so many of the electricity stations, the electricity poles. So we've got the generator working, as I said before, and we're just trying to be thrifty with it. So I thought I would do a quick live stream tonight just to update everyone about our current situation. And any more comments? Yeah, Jack, where in the Philippines are you living? Are you living further north? Or are you living Yeah, that's right. As far as I'm aware, he's entitled to both Philippines and a UK passport, so that's something that I'm trying to work on. We received his birth certificate maybe just a couple of weeks ago, so we haven't had time to process it because life has been so busy. You know, it's just been pretty chaotic the last couple of weeks. We've had family emergencies, different people in the family. My father-in-law, he was hospitalized. Even actually our son, he actually came down with a mild dose of pneumonia quite recently, but he's better now. You know, he's all good, and we got the medicine quite quickly for him. And what's that? Do you want to say hello? You want to say hello? Does he want to say hello? Okay. Okay. Wait. Here he is now, actually. Hi, guys. Hi, everyone. How are you guys there with your family? Yeah, we're all good now. We're all good. Do you want to... Oh, Tina. Oh. Well, that's awkward. Right, guys, that concludes tonight's live stream because my son has just been sick. So I'll see you all next time.